Alright, listen up. I've been to some of the most extreme remote corners of our planet, but there's a place that pulls you in with a force unlike any other. India. It's not just a country, it's a continent of experiences packed into one. From the bone-dry deserts of Rajasthan, to the lush, steaming jungles of Kerala, and up into the dizzying, icy heights of the Himalayas, India tests you, changes you, and leaves an indelible mark on your soul. It's a land where every kilometer reveals a new language, a different culture, a unique flavor, and a deep, ancient faith. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way, a true expedition for the spirit. To truly understand the raw, untamed heart of India, you can't just read about it. You have to get your boots on the ground. You need to feel the heat, taste the spices, hear the cacophony of the streets, and see the vibrant tapestry of its history woven into every temple, fort, and alleyway. This isn't just travel, it's a survival course for the modern world, teaching you resilience, patience, and a profound appreciation for human connection. It's about navigating the chaos to find the calm, the ancient wisdom hidden in plain sight. It's about pushing your own boundaries and discovering what you're really made of. So, I've put together a mission plan for you, a list of places that will give you a powerful taste of this incredible land. These aren't just dots on a map, they are gateways to understanding the immense spirit of this nation. It's a challenge, an adventure, and an invitation to see the world in a whole new light. Here are some of India's top tourist destinations. Let the expedition begin. Our first drop zone is Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan. They call it the Pink City, and when the sun hits those terracotta buildings, the whole place seems to glow with an ancient energy. This isn't just a city, it's a fortress, built to withstand the harshness of the desert and the tests of time. Navigating its streets feels like stepping into a living storybook, a labyrinth of history where every corner holds a secret. The air is thick with the smell of spices and the sound of bartering in the bazaars. A real assault on the senses, but that's what we're here for. Your primary objective here has to be the Amber Fort. It's a colossal structure perched on a rugged hilltop overlooking Mauta Lake. Getting up there, whether you choose to hike the ancient stone path or take a more traditional route, is part of the experience. You feel the strategic genius of its builders. From the ramparts, the view is immense. You can see for miles across the arid landscape, imagining the sentries who once stood where you stand, guarding against ancient threats. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the will to survive and thrive in a tough environment. Inside, the fort is a maze of courtyards, palaces, and halls. The Sheesh Mahal, the Palace of Mirrors, is something else. Thousands of tiny mirrors are embedded in the walls and ceilings. Even a single flame can illuminate the entire room, turning it into a galaxy of shimmering stars. It's a clever survival trick, maximizing light in an era before electricity. It shows you how people adapted, using art and architecture, not just for beauty, but for practical purposes. It's a lesson in resourcefulness that's as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Back in the city proper, you have the City Palace, still home to the royal family. It's a stunning blend of Rajput and Mughal architecture, a symbol of the complex history of this region. Exploring its museums, you get a real sense of the opulence and power of the Maharajas. But for me, the real genius is the Hawa Mahal, the Palace of Winds. It's essentially a high-tech ventilation system from the 18th century, a facade with nearly 1,000 small windows designed to catch the breeze and cool the palace. It's a brilliant piece of environmental engineering. Don't just stick to the main sites, though. The real spirit of Jaipur is in its back streets and markets. This is where you test your navigation skills. Get lost in the Johari Bazaar, famous for its gems, or the Bapu Bazaar, with its textiles and leather goods. This is where you connect with the local people, share a cup of chai, and learn their stories. It's in these moments, away from the crowds, that you find the true essence of a place. This is the real exploration. Jaipur is more than just a destination. It's the perfect base camp for deeper expeditions into Rajasthan. From here, the vast Thar Desert opens up, with its hidden oasis towns and remote villages. It's your gateway to understanding the hardy, resilient spirit of the desert people. This city prepares you, toughens you up, and ignites your curiosity for the wilder, more untamed parts of India. It's the perfect start to a grand adventure. Next, we head to Agra. This city has a weight to it, a gravity you can feel in the air. It was once the heart of the mighty Mughal Empire, and its legacy is stamped into the very ground. Walking its streets, you're treading on layers of history, conquest, and incredible artistic achievement. The energy here is different from Jaipur. It's less about desert survival and more about the colossal scale of human ambition, love, and loss. It's a place that demands your respect. Of course, the main event is the Taj Mahal. I've seen wonders all over the world, but this place, it's on another level. It's not just a building, it's a feeling. As you walk through the main gate and it comes into view, flawless and shimmering, it genuinely takes your breath away. It's a monument built from grief, a testament to a love so powerful it defied an emperor's sorrow. You have to see it at sunrise, when the marble shifts through 100 shades of pink and orange. It feels alive. Getting up close, you appreciate the sheer determination it took to build this. The intricate marble inlay work, the perfect symmetry, the scale of it all. It's a masterclass in engineering and artistry. Imagine the thousands of craftsmen who toiled here, in the blistering Indian sun, to create this masterpiece. It's a story of immense human effort, a collective will focused on a single beautiful goal. It reminds you what we're capable of when we pour our entire soul into something. But Agra isn't a one-hit wonder. Just a short distance away is the Agra Fort, a beast of a structure made of red sandstone. This was the real seat of power, the military stronghold of the Mughal emperors. Walking its ramparts, you feel the strategic importance of this place. It's a fortress within a fortress, with palaces, audience halls, and mosques all enclosed within its massive walls. It's a raw, powerful counterpoint to the ethereal beauty of the Taj. From the walls of the Agra Fort, you can look out across the Yamuna River and see the Taj Mahal in the distance. This is the very view that the Emperor Shah Jahan had during the last years of his life, when he was imprisoned here by his own son. To stand in that spot, to see what he saw, is a powerful, humbling experience. It connects you to the human drama behind these grand monuments, a story of power, family, and heartbreak. To truly understand Agra, you need to explore beyond the main monuments. Dive into the chaos of the Kinari Bazaar, a maze of alleyways behind the Jama Masjid Mosque. This is the city's living, breathing core. Here you can taste the local street food, like the famous pitha, a sweet made from ash gourd. It's in these crowded, vibrant spaces that you get a sense of the city's unbroken lineage, a culture that has thrived in the shadow of these imperial giants for centuries. Now we're changing gears completely. From the dry, historic plains of the north, we're dropping into the deep, tropical South Kerala. This place is a world away. They call it God's own country. And when you're there, you understand why. The air is thick, humid, and alive with the sounds of the jungle. It's a land of water, a labyrinth of emerald green backwaters, lagoons, and canals that form a unique ecosystem. Survival here isn't about enduring heat and dust. It's about embracing the water, the lifeblood of this region. The best way to explore this liquid landscape is on a ketavalam, a traditional houseboat. These things are amazing feats of engineering, made from wood, bamboo, and coir rope, all held together without a single nail. You climb aboard, and the modern world just melts away. You drift silently through the canals, past paddy fields shimmering in the sun, tiny villages nestled among the coconut groves, and kids waving from the riverbanks. It's a hypnotic, immersive experience. This isn't just a pleasure cruise. It's a lesson in how humans can live in perfect harmony with nature. The backwaters are a highway, a marketplace, and a source of food all in one. You see fishermen casting their nets, farmers tending to their crops just feet from the water's edge, and life unfolding at a slower, more deliberate pace. It teaches you that a simpler way of life is not only possible, but can be incredibly rich and fulfilling. It's a powerful antidote to the rush of our modern lives. But Kerala isn't just the backwaters. You have to push inland, up into the Western Ghats, the mountain range that forms the spine of this state. This is where you find the spice plantations. The air is fragrant with cardamom, pepper, cloves, and cinnamon. It's the scent of history, the very spices that drew explorers and traders to these shores centuries ago. Walking through these plantations is like stepping back in time, understanding the immense value of these small, potent plants. Deeper in these hills lies Thekadi and the Periyar National Park, a critical sanctuary for wildlife. This is tiger country. You might not be lucky enough to spot one of these magnificent, elusive predators, but the search itself is the adventure. You trek through the dense forest, listening for the alarm calls of monkeys or deer, your senses on high alert. You'll definitely see elephants, wild boar, and an incredible array of bird life. It's a reminder of the wild heart that still beats strong in India. Ultimately, Kerala is about rejuvenation. It's the home of Ayurveda, an ancient system of medicine that's all about balancing the body and mind. It's the food, rich with coconut and fresh spices, that nourishes you from the inside out. It's the landscape itself, so lush and green it feels like it's healing you just by being in it. After the intensity of the north, Kerala is where you recharge your batteries, ready for the next leg of the expedition. Prepare yourself. Our next destination, Varanasi, is one of the most intense and powerful places on the planet. This isn't a tourist town, it's a sacred city, one of the oldest continuously inhabited places in the world. It sits on the banks of the Ganges, the holy river that is the spiritual lifeline for over 1 billion people. To come here is to come face to face with the raw, unfiltered realities of life, death, and faith. It's a place that will challenge you, move you, and stay with you forever. The entire life of the city revolves around the river and its ghats, the long series of stone steps leading down to the water's edge. From dawn till dusk, these ghats are a theater of human existence. You see pilgrims performing ancient rituals, holy men meditating, families celebrating, and children playing. Each ghat has its own purpose, its own story. Navigating them is like walking through a living museum of faith, a journey through the heart of Hinduism. One of the most profound experiences is taking a boat out on the Ganges at sunrise. As the first light hits the water, the city awakens. The sound of temple bells echoes across the river, mingling with chants and prayers. You see thousands of people descending the ghats to bathe in the holy water, a ritual of purification that has been performed for millennia. It's a deeply moving spectacle, a powerful demonstration of collective faith that is almost overwhelming in its scale and sincerity. Varanasi is also a city of death. At ghats like Manikarnika, funeral pyres burn 24 hours a day. To witness these public cremations is a stark and difficult experience for many Westerners, but it's essential to understanding the Hindu belief in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. For Hindus, to die and be cremated in Varanasi is to achieve moksha, or liberation from that cycle. It's a place where death is not hidden away, but is accepted as a natural and sacred part of life. Away from the river, the old city is a bewildering maze of narrow, winding alleyways, or galis. It's easy to get lost here, and you should. This is where you'll find hidden temples, tiny shops selling silks and sweets, and cows wandering serenely through the crowds. The chaos is disorienting, but it's also exhilarating. Every turn brings a new sight, a new smell, a new sound. It's a full-body sensory experience that forces you to be completely present in the moment. This city is not for the faint of heart. It will push your comfort zones. It will confront you with sights and ideas that may be alien to you. But that's the point of true exploration. Varanasi offers a rare opportunity to look deep into the soul of India. It's a place of profound spiritual energy, a city that operates on a different plane of existence. If you approach it with an open mind and a respectful heart, it will reward you with an understanding of faith you can't find anywhere else on earth. Now we journey back in time, to a place where entire worlds were carved out of solid rock. The Ellora and Ajanta caves in Maharashtra are not just caves, they are monuments to human faith and superhuman perseverance. This is one of the most mind-boggling feats of engineering and artistry you will ever witness. For centuries, monks and artisans armed with little more than hammers and chisels chipped away at volcanic cliff faces to create these incredible sanctuaries. It's a testament to what belief can inspire people to do. First, let's talk about Ellora. It's a complex of 34 caves, but what sets it apart is that it represents 3 different religions: Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism, all coexisting side by side. This is a powerful symbol of the religious tolerance that has been a hallmark of Indian culture for much of its history. To walk from a serene Buddhist vihara to a dynamic Hindu temple to an austere Jain shrine, all carved from the same rock, is a profound lesson in unity and diversity. The centerpiece of Ellora is Cave 16, the Kailasa Temple. This is the real mission objective here. It's not a cave in the traditional sense. It's a monolithic temple, carved from the top down out of a single piece of rock. They removed an estimated 200,000 tons of basalt to create it. Think about that. The sheer audacity of the vision is staggering. You stand before it, dwarfed by its scale, and you can't help but feel a deep sense of awe for the people who dedicated their lives to this colossal project. Then you have Ajanta, which is a different kind of challenge. The 29 caves here are older, exclusively Buddhist, and tucked away in a remote horseshoe-shaped gorge. Getting there feels like a proper expedition. The caves were lost to the world for centuries, swallowed by the jungle, until they were rediscovered by a British officer on a tiger hunt in 1819. That sense of discovery still hangs in the air. You feel like you're uncovering a lost world. The real treasure of Ajanta is inside. The caves are famous for their murals, some of the finest surviving examples of ancient Indian art. These aren't just decorations. They are storybooks painted on the walls, depicting the life of the Buddha and the Jataka tales, which are stories of his previous lives. The artists used natural pigments, and the detail and emotional depth they achieved in the dim light of the caves is just incredible. It's a fragile, precious window into a world that vanished 2,000 years ago. Exploring these caves is a physical and mental challenge. You're climbing stone steps, ducking into dark chambers, and straining your eyes to see ancient details. You have to be patient, observant, and respectful. These are not just tourist attractions. They are sacred spaces that were once humming with the chants of monks. They are a powerful reminder that some of the greatest human achievements were not built for fame or fortune, but for faith, and were created in silence and solitude. We're heading into the belly of the beast Delhi. This isn't just India's capital, it's a megacity, a sprawling urban jungle that has been continuously inhabited for millennia. It's a city of cities, built and rebuilt, conquered and reconquered, leaving behind layers of history like rings on a tree. Navigating Delhi is a survival challenge of a different kind. It's about finding the rhythm in the chaos, the history in the hustle, and the moments of calm amidst the constant motion. Your first point of orientation should be the Red Fort, or Lal Killa. This colossal sandstone fortress was the heart of Mughal India in its heyday. Walking through the Lahori Gate and into its sprawling complex is like stepping into another era. This was the nerve center of an empire, a place of immense power and ceremony. You can almost hear the echoes of the marching soldiers and the proclamations of the emperors. It's a powerful symbol of India's imperial past. But Delhi is a city of contrasts. Just across from the grandeur of the Red Fort, you have the labyrinthine streets of Chandni Chowk in Old Delhi. This is a full-on sensory assault. The streets are a tangled mess of rickshaws, vendors, and people. The air is thick with the smells of street food cooking, parathas frying, kebabs grilling, sweets being prepared. You have to dive in head first. This is the raw, beating heart of the city, a place that has buzzed with commerce for centuries. To understand the full scope of Delhi's history, you need to visit its museums. The National Museum is a treasure trove, a crash course in 5,000 years of Indian history, from the Indus Valley civilization to the modern era. Seeing the artifacts up close, the sculptures, the pottery, the ancient scripts, gives you a tangible connection to the past. It helps you piece together the complex puzzle of cultures and dynasties that have shaped this land. Then there's New Delhi, the city designed by the British, with its wide, tree-lined avenues and grand government buildings. It's a world away from the chaos of Old Delhi. Driving past India Gate, the War Memorial, and Rashtrapati Bhavan, the president's residence, you see the legacy of a different empire. The contrast between Old and New Delhi is stark, and it tells the story of India's journey from a Mughal stronghold to a British colony, to the vibrant, independent democracy it is today. Delhi is a city that can exhaust you and exhilarate you in the same breath. It's a microcosm of India itself, a place of ancient ruins and gleaming metro trains, of quiet tombs and roaring traffic. To conquer Delhi, you need to embrace its complexity. Explore Humayun's tomb, a precursor to the Taj Mahal, find peace at the serene Lodi Garden, and marvel at the towering Qutub Minar. This city is a history lesson, a cultural immersion, and an urban adventure all rolled into one. After the intensity of the cities and the weight of ancient history, it's time for a change of pace. We're heading to the coast, to Goa. But don't be fooled. This isn't just a beach holiday. Goa is a unique cultural frontier, a place where India and Portugal collided, creating a fusion culture that you honestly won't find anywhere else in the country. For over 450 years, this was a Portuguese colony, and that legacy is etched into the architecture, the food, the music, and the laid-back Susagad attitude of the people. The coastline is your main theater of operations here, and it's incredibly diverse. You have North Goa, which is the high-energy hub. This is where you'll find places like Kandalim and Baga, with their beach shacks pumping music, water sports, and bustling markets. It's vibrant, it's loud, and it's just full of life. It's a place to connect with other travelers and soak up the energetic, celebratory atmosphere that Goa is famous for. Then there's Anjuna. This place has a different vibe, a holdover from the hippie era of the 60s and 70s. It's a bit more bohemian, a bit more rustic. The main event here is the famous Anjuna Flea Market, a sprawling, chaotic bazaar where you can find everything from handmade jewelry to Tibetan singing bowls. It's a melting pot of cultures, a place to practice your bargaining skills and find some unique treasures. It really captures the free-spirited essence of Goa's counterculture past. If you're looking for a more remote, back-to-basics experience, you need to push south. South Goa is quieter, wilder, and more pristine. Beaches like Palolem and Agonda are stunning crescents of sand fringed with palm trees. Here, life just slows down. You can rent a simple beach hut, wake up to the sound of the waves, and spend your days swimming, reading, or just watching the local fishermen bring in their catch. It's a place to disconnect, decompress, and reconnect with a simpler rhythm of life. But to really understand Goa, you have to leave the beach behind and head inland, explore the old Latin quarter, Fontenas, in the capital city of Panjim, with its colorful Portuguese-style villas and winding streets. Visit the magnificent old churches of Old Goa, like the Basilica of Bom Jesus, which holds the mortal remains of St. Francis Xavier. These places are grand, silent witnesses to a completely different chapter of Indian history. Goa is a lesson in adaptation and fusion. You see it in the food, a delicious blend of fiery Indian spices and Portuguese ingredients like vinegar and chili. You hear it in the music. It's a place that teaches you that cultures can meet, merge, and create something entirely new and beautiful. It's the perfect place to experience India's coastal soul and to see how centuries of outside influence have added yet another fascinating layer to its incredible diversity. Ladakh, the high-altitude desert. Now, we're going to the extreme. We're heading for the roof of the world, to Ladakh. This is not a place you just visit. It's a place you have to earn. Tucked away in the Himalayas, this is a high-altitude cold desert, a land of stark, breathtaking beauty. The air is thin, the sun is fierce, and the landscape is like nothing else on Earth. It's a place that will test your physical limits and reward you with some of the most spectacular scenery our planet has to offer. This is true expedition territory. Flying into Leh, the main town, is an experience in itself. The plane weaves through jagged, snow-capped peaks, and you land in a valley that feels like it's on another planet. The first challenge is acclimatization. At over 11,500 feet, your body needs time to adjust to the lack of oxygen. You have to move slowly, drink lots of water, and respect the altitude. It's a powerful lesson in humility, a reminder that nature is in charge here, not you. The landscape is the main character in Ladakh. It's a world of barren, multi-hued mountains, deep blue lakes, and vast, empty spaces. Driving over high mountain passes like Kardong La, once claimed to be the world's highest motorable road, is a nerve-wracking and exhilarating adventure. The views from the top are otherworldly. You feel like you're standing on the edge of the world, looking out over a raw, unfinished planet. But this harsh land is not empty. It's the heartland of Tibetan Buddhism in India. Perched on hilltops and clinging to cliffsides are ancient monasteries, or gompas, that seem to defy gravity. Places like Thiksi, Hemis, and Diskit are not just tourist sites, they are living centers of faith. Hearing the sound of monks chanting, the deep drone of the horns, and the clashing of cymbals echoing through the mountains is a profoundly spiritual experience. The Ladakhi people are some of the toughest and most resilient people I've ever met. They have carved out a life in one of the world's most inhospitable environments, with a warmth and generosity that is truly humbling. Their culture is deeply connected to the land and their faith. Spending time with them, sharing a cup of butter tea, and learning about their way of life is as rewarding as seeing any of the stunning vistas. Ladakh is a journey to the edge. It pushes you physically and mentally. It strips away the non-essentials and forces you to focus on the basics, breathing, walking, and appreciating the immense power and beauty of the natural world. It's a place of profound silence and startling clarity. An expedition to Ladakh is not just a trip, it's a pilgrimage to one of the last wild, untamed corners of the earth. It will change your perspective on everything. Amritsar, the golden heart of Punjab. Our next destination takes us to the heart of Punjab, to the city of Amritsar. This city has a powerful, vibrant, and deeply spiritual energy that is centered around one of the most incredible places of worship in the world. Amritsar is the soul of the Sikh faith, a religion built on principles of equality, service, and devotion. To come here is to experience a community whose generosity and faith are as brilliant as the temple they have built. The focal point, the mission objective, is the Harmandir Sahib, more famously known as the Golden Temple. It's not just a temple, it's a sanctuary. As you pass through the entrance, you leave the chaos of the city behind and enter a realm of incredible peace. The first sight of the temple, shimmering in the middle of the sacred pool, the Amrit Sarovar, is breathtaking. It's covered in genuine gold leaf, but its true wealth lies in the atmosphere of pure devotion that surrounds it. What makes the Golden Temple so remarkable is its spirit of inclusivity. It has 4 entrances, one on each side, symbolizing that it is open to people of all castes, creeds, and religions. This isn't just a principle, it's a reality you see and feel. Everyone walks together, sits together, and shares in the serene atmosphere. The air is filled with the continuous, melodic chanting of the Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh holy book, which is recited 24 hours a day. One of the most powerful experiences here is participating in the langar, the community kitchen. This is a colossal operation. Every single day, tens of thousands of people are fed a simple, hot vegetarian meal for free. It's run entirely by volunteers. You can see people from all walks of life, rich, poor, local, foreign, sitting together on the floor, sharing the same meal. You can also volunteer, whether it's chopping vegetables or washing dishes. It's a humbling and inspiring lesson in selfless service, or seva. Beyond the temple, the streets of Amritsar are a vibrant tapestry of Punjabi culture. The markets are full of life, selling everything from colorful jyotis, traditional shoes, to delicious Punjabi sweets. The food here is legendary. You have to try the Amritsari kulcha, a type of stuffed bread, and a glass of thick, creamy lassi. The flavors are bold, hearty, and generous, just like the people of Punjab. Amritsar also holds a tragic and important piece of history at Jallianwala Bagh, a public garden just a short walk from the Golden Temple. This is the site of the 1919 massacre, a dark day in India's struggle for independence. To walk through the garden, to see the bullet holes still preserved in the walls, is a sobering and essential experience. It's a reminder of the hard-won nature of freedom and the resilience of the human spirit. Amritsar offers a profound journey into faith, food, and history. Udaipur, the city of lakes. For our final destination, we head back to Rajasthan, but to a city with a completely different character. This is Udaipur, the city of lakes, or the Venice of the East. Where Jaipur was a rugged fortress city of the desert, Udaipur is an oasis of romance and royalty, built around a series of beautiful man-made lakes. The city has a dreamlike quality, with whitewashed palaces and havelis that seem to rise straight out of the water. It's a place that feels like it's been plucked from a fairy tale. The heart of the city is Lake Pichola, and floating in its center is the legendary Lake Palace. Now a luxury hotel, it looks like a marble mirage, a shimmering white jewel on the blue water. Taking a boat ride on the lake, especially at sunset, is the essential Udaipur experience. As the sun goes down, the city lights begin to twinkle, and the palaces are bathed in a golden glow. It's an incredibly beautiful and tranquil scene, a world away from the dust and chaos of other cities. Dominating the eastern shore of the lake is the City Palace, a colossal complex of palaces, courtyards, and gardens. It's the largest palace in Rajasthan, and its construction spanned nearly 400 years under the rule of several Maharanas of the Mewar dynasty. Exploring its labyrinthine corridors, you get a real sense of the grandeur and history of this royal family, who, unlike many others, never fully submitted to Mughal rule. The views from its upper terraces over the lake and the city are spectacular. You have to get a high ground advantage to truly appreciate this setting. For that, you head to the Sajangar Palace, also known as the Monsoon Palace. Perched on a high hilltop outside the city, it offers a breathtaking panoramic view of Udaipur, its lakes, and the surrounding Aravalli Hills. It was originally built to watch the monsoon clouds roll in, and you can understand why. It's a strategic viewpoint that lets you map out the entire landscape in your mind. But Udaipur isn't just about grand palaces. Like any good base camp, its true character is found in its narrow, winding streets. The old city is a maze of art shops, textile stores, and rooftop restaurants. This is a major center for miniature painting, a traditional art form that has been passed down through generations. You can watch artists at work, creating incredibly detailed and vibrant scenes on silk or paper. It's a living tradition that adds to the city's unique charm. Udaipur is the perfect place to conclude a grand Indian expedition. It combines history, beauty, and a relaxed atmosphere that allows you to process all the incredible things you've seen and experienced. It's a city that encourages you to slow down, to sit by the water, and to simply soak in the beauty of your surroundings. It's a final reminder of the incredible diversity of India, a land of harsh deserts, lush jungles, towering mountains, and here, serene and beautiful lakes. Your own expedition awaits, so there you have it. 10 waypoints in one of the most complex and rewarding countries on Earth. From the high-altitude deserts of Ladakh to the green backwaters of Kerala, from the spiritual intensity of Varanasi to the royal grandeur of Rajasthan, we've barely scratched the surface. Each of these places is a gateway, an entry point into a culture, a history, and a landscape so vast it would take 1,000 lifetimes to truly know it all. This is a land that gets under your skin and stays with you. But a list is just a map. The real adventure doesn't happen on a screen. It happens when you're out there, on the ground, navigating the challenges and embracing the unexpected. It's in the taste of street food, the shared smile with a stranger, the feeling of awe standing before a monument built centuries ago. You have to go and experience this for yourself. You have to let India's incredible diversity wash over you, test you, and ultimately change you for the better. It's a journey that will teach you more about the world and about yourself than you can possibly imagine. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bag, get a plan together, and step out of your comfort zone. Your own Indian expedition is waiting. It won't always be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. Push your limits, connect with the world, and never stop exploring. Good luck out there.